Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so it's been a minute, man. Sorry for the wait. I had some new equipment coming in. Wanted to just make sure everything was up and running before I got back on the podcast. Had a couple projects that was in the works, so I was like, hey, let me finish these out before I get back to the podcast. But we back, y'all. We back. So like literally, Push should be dropping an episode on my podcast like literally like every day, like every day. I'm saying that, but you already know, man. I live a crazy lifestyle. I'm always working, so sometimes I probably won't be able to do it, but my main goal is to try to drop at least even one video, just one video every day, just talking to y'all, giving y'all updates, or just talking about, the business, the lifestyle, giving advice and stuff like that. We always giving dating advice for entrepreneurs. I'm excited about that. Got a bunch of stuff I want to get into. We got a bunch of projects in the works I want to talk about and stuff like that. So just stay tuned, man. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to keep it going and just to talk to y'all. I want to just make sure that the conversation is an open conversation. Y'all know that y'all could definitely give feedback and reach out to me. I'll be going live on Long Live Models NYC. We're going to be going live at least 2 times a week. We're pushing to be starting like at least on Saturdays and have another day during the week. Most likely like on Wednesdays, but just stay tuned for updates. Like I know we have a lot of events coming up, so whenever I'm out at an event, I'm definitely going to be pushing to go live on our live stream with Long Live Models, just so y'all can get a little feel for what's going on. All right, so let's get into it. Today I got a lot of things I want to get into, but we got a bunch of projects in the works right now, a bunch of things that have been holding me up, so I kind of want to get into it and just talk a little bit more about it. The first major one that's in the works that literally just had released was Sage Bloodlines. All right, so Sage Bloodlines. All right, definitely check it out. We got it right now. It's available at longliveproductions.com. It's one of our latest comic books. It's literally just an entry to us in the comic book world. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, it's been a blessing and just like so much fun. Like, me myself, I used to make music back in the day, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like, this reminded me so much of just making music and just like that whole putting each component together and just seeing it and hearing it back and just seeing it all play out, just putting piece by piece by piece by piece together and just seeing the whole thing, just going back, just playing the whole thing through. Like, it's just been a beautiful thing, just the process. Like, literally, I know some days I literally had to wake up from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, just working on it. And it's a lot with it, because I know with AI now, people think that it's just a 1-2 process where you just say, hey, I want a photo of this, I want a photo of that, and then boom, bang, you got a whole comic book or something like that. Like, nah, man, it's a lot of work that goes into it. It's a lot of creativity that goes into it. And you just got to have a vision with it. You got to have an overall vision for like, okay, this is where I want to start at. This is where I want it to end at. You might not even want it to end. You might want it just to continue on and stuff like that. But you got to have a vision for it. That's the biggest thing with AI right now. I'm going to be talking more about it. But like the biggest thing with AI, you got to have a vision with it. You got to find a way, okay, how can I use AI to just bring my vision to life? Like, that's what it really is about when it comes to AI. It's not about thinking like, oh, you should have that mindset of thinking like, oh, AI is going to come in and take my job. AI is going to come in and I'm not going to be able to be a creator or stuff like that no more. Like, nah, bro, like if you and that's another thing, so me talking more about it, but like, I know it's a lot going on right now where a lot of the comic book people who used to make comic books, the old format where they would sit and literally have to draw each panel out, which I was doing a lot of research on. I have so much respect for these people that would literally sit down and draw each one of these scenes out. I got literally all the respect in the world for that. But I'm gonna be real with you, like, if I was somebody and I did that, what I would do right now, I would be so happy, because I'm be real with you, like, now you should be thinking like, hey, now I could do 10 times more projects than I was doing back when I had to literally sit and draw them out. Like, that's the biggest thing with it. Instead of thinking like, oh man, it's gonna come in and take my job, you should be thinking, hell no, it's gonna come in and make my job 10 times easier, and I'm gonna be able to capitalize 10 times more, because I'm gonna be able to do 10 times more based on the fact that, hey, it used to take me 5 hours just to finish one comic strip. Now I'm able to finish 5 comic book strips in that same amount of time. So it's like, that's how you gotta be thinking of ways, okay, how can I use this to leverage my business and implement it so that way I could be doing more things. It's all about being able to do more now, being that you have access to these AI platforms and things like that. So yeah, man, I'll be talking more about that as well, but I just want to just say again, like, big shouts to everybody who end up getting a comic book and just reading it. One big thing with the first three episode chapters that we released, they don't have no subtitles. Like, we're gonna be later on releasing the subtitles. It's probably gonna drop in the next like 3 to 4 weeks of the subtitles. But for initially, we want people just to redo it, just see it, and just get their own imprint on it. You feel me? And just feel it and see it the way they see it. Because one thing about life, we'll have our own perspective, and I feel like we live in a time now where Hollywood and all these industries trying to just force that perspective, force that viewpoint on people, and it's like that's why it's sinking. Like right now, you gotta let people embrace and just be that self, you know. And the biggest thing about us and some of the properties that we're releasing as far as comic books and like live adaptations is that we want people to just literally just have their own imprint on it and just feel what they see on the screen, relate to it the way they relate to it. Almost the same with music, you know, when songs drop, major songs, everybody hear it and they hear something different, you know, they relate to it different. It reminds them of an experience that they went through in their life, you know. So that's what it's always about with us. We want to just give y'all stories that y'all can relate to and that y'all feel like, okay, this is something that I generally relate to, and I generally want to see the progress of this and see what it's go. You know, that's what it's all about. Another big thing too is that we at a point now with AI, we could literally feature a bunch of the models and actors and things like that they work with literally inside of our comic books. So like that's the biggest, coolest thing about the time that we're in now. Well, I know back in the day you had to draw people out and characters, but like now we could literally use literally all the models that we cool with, use them as references and have them be like the faces of our comic books. Like that's our overall goal that we're pushing to do with the comic books. So just stay tuned for that. You know, we're not just coming in letting AI come in and take over. Like, nah, we're coming in with AI and say, okay, how can we make things better with this? You know, so how can we put on more models with this, with the AI feature where we could put models into our stories directly. So that's the coolest thing about it too. I'm gonna be talking more about the comic book, talking more about the live adaptation and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of projects in the works, but that's the biggest one. That's one that just launched recently. So I'm talking about more, I'm pushing it, you know what I mean? I'm giving a little press tour for it right now. But the biggest thing with it, like I said, this is just an entry. This is just a start, just showing off some of the different cool effects that we could do, some of the different things that we could do when it comes to the filming side, when it comes to the comic book side, figuring out, okay, which one is drawing the most attention so that we know, okay, this is the one they want to see. Let's make this into a live adaptation next. So it's a bunch of projects coming down the pipeline soon, so just stay tuned for it. And like I said, again, if you would love to be featured in any one of our projects, just reach out to either Long Live Models or reach out to Long Live Productions. All right, so let's work, let's build, let's grow. All right.